Of all the college football games kicking off this Saturday, I might be looking forward to this one the most. We're talking the Holy War, the Utah Utes at the BYU Cougars. BYU is getting 3.5 points as a home dog. The total sits at 49. Can you believe that a 6-0 BYU team is getting points against a 5-1 Utah team? I can hear Ross Benjamin right now. He's saying, Jesse, I think this line's trying to tell you something. Well, you might be onto something, Ross. BYU 6-0, but the Utes just 5-1 straight up, 5-1 against the spread. They're coming off of a win, 42-10 at home over Arizona State. Arizona State didn't have their starting quarterback for that game. It was Jeff Sims at quarterback, so not quite as impressive as the 42-10 win would suggest. Their only loss came to Texas Tech at home. And my sources tell me that Devin Dampierre was a little banged up for that game. Didn't look good. And Texas Tech, they're a unicorn in the Big 12. Apparently, they spent $28 million on their roster this year, the second most NIL money to Texas. So it's no surprise they're dominating the conference this season. But aside from Texas Tech, Utah looks like they might be the second best team in this conference. They rank number 2 in total defense, allowing 296 yards per game. They rank number 2 against the run, allowing opponents to average just 83 yards per game on the ground. They rank number 2 against the pass, allowing just 154 yards per game in the air. And they rank number 3 in total offense, so they're getting it done on both sides of the ball. They're the number 1 rushing offense in the Big 12, averaging 212 yards per game on the ground. And Devin Dampierre coming over from New Mexico with his offensive coordinator. Impressive so far, 1,131 yards, 11 touchdowns, just 3 interceptions, passing at a good rate, or his completion percentage is quite high. He's also ran for 378 yards and 5 touchdowns. He's a little bit more experienced than BYU's quarterback, and there might be a reason why Utah comes into this as a road favorite. But before we talk about BYU, I got to tell you about a promotion we have available right now at wagertalk.com. And if you've been with us a while, if you've been watching these videos, you'll already know about the Weekend Warrior package. I've been talking to the bosses about this. They keep on rolling this out, giving away my picks for $49. I think this should be twice as pricey as it actually is, but take advantage of it if you can while it lasts, because this will get you all day Saturday college football, all day Sunday NFL. They'll throw in NFL Monday night football as well. I'm still hitting 70% with my NFL picks since the beginning of last year's playoffs. Granted, I am coming off my worst week of the NFL season. Still hitting that 70% though, which is pretty damn good. We swept the board with client plays in college football last week. We're looking to do that again here this week. But as always, there's no purchase necessary. You're more than welcome to tune in just for the free picks. I do ask that you take the time to smash that like button, though. That really helps me out. And if you got time to leave a comment, if you got anything to say to me about this game, any other college football game on Saturday, or even NFL, hit me up in the comments below. Even if you just want to say something about the way I look, because people have been known to say the darndest things. I get some pretty crazy comments. Let's have a look at what people have been saying this week. This fella says, his name is Charles Darwin 180, first-time viewer to the show. I'm very appreciative to see that Cenk Uygur, host of this show, has expanded his horizons. Very funny. Clap it up for Darwin saying I look like Cenk Uygur. Let's move on to another comment. I can't read the guy's name, but he says, screw the fanboys who are blinded by their fandom. Always appreciate your thoughts and the way you deliver the message. Keep doing what you do and being who you are. Well, I wouldn't do it any other way. I wouldn't have the foggiest idea how to do it any other way, but thank you very much for your comment. And let's move into the final comment that we received this week that I was going to share with you. Jesse's a beast. Keep playing with him. Been listening to this guy for 2 years. I thanked him, and he said, most definitely, one of the greats anytime. This comment I appreciate so much because what it outlines is This fella says he's been following me for 2 years, and he's leaving positive comments. Most of the people that leave negative comments, which I do get from time to time, they're complaining about one game, one pick, or a small handful, a small sample size. So it means a lot more to me when somebody who's been following me for years gives me an endorsement like that. That kind of comment should probably make you feel a little bit more comfortable about investing in that Weekend Warrior package, but I'll leave that up to you. Let's talk about the BYU Cougars. So as I mentioned, BYU undefeated. They're 4-2 against the spread. They have yet to play a ranked team. Their best win came against Arizona, and they were losing by 2 scores late in that game. They had to rally and come back and win 33-27 in double overtime. They've got a young, inexperienced quarterback in Bear Bachmeier, but he's thrown for 1,220 yards, 8 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, 63% passing. I mean, the kid looks legit. He looks really good, not taking anything away from him, but this is the best team he's faced so far, by far the best defense he's faced in his college career. So we'll see. We'll learn a lot about Bear Bachmeier in this game. The history does favor the Utah Utes. Utah has won 8 of the last 10 meetings in this rivalry. Now, BYU won the last 2 games, but if you remember, Utah's had some tough times with Cam Rising being injured. The last 2 years, they've been down to second and third string quarterbacks. So I'm going to kind of toss those games out. The fact of the matter is the Utah Utes have won 4 of the last 5 at Provo. And, you know, there's very few teams that I'd be willing to lay points with at BYU at night. You know, you could count them on one hand, but the Utah Utes are one of those teams. I just think the quality of players on the line of scrimmage, the defense, the coaching staff, this Utah team is dialed in. They mean business this year. They've got more experience, and I expect Utah to take this one. I'm going to lay the 3 points with the Utah Utes. If you like this video, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. Before I let you go, though, a lot of you have been hitting me up in the comments and saying, hey, where's Ross? Can you give us an update on Ross Benjamin? I've got great news for all you guys. Ross is back. He'll be putting out videos for this weekend. And, you know, don't ask me any questions about his health. You can ask Ross yourself. I'm sure he'll be happy to tell you where he's been and what he's been doing. But the great news is your man, Ross the Boss, is back, and he will have videos coming at you steady moving forward. And I was happy to fill in for him while he was gone. But yeah, if you like this video, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. You got anything to say to me, even if it's nasty, hit me up in the comments below, and I will get back to you as soon as I can.